Hello, listener. It's me, Colin. You know who I am. You know what I do. How are you? Doing well? That's great. Or, I'm sorry to hear that. I just wanted to pop in here and say thanks for listening. It has been a dream of mine to do this sort of thing since a while. Probably have already said that in an intro, but that's okay. Dreams are forever, aren't they? Thanks again for all the questions you sent in to our blog at calamitycascade.tumblr.com. It's been fun reading them, and if you're waiting on an answer, I've got a couple I'm writing up, so keep an eye out for them. This last mission was a little long, so it got split into 3 parts, with this part being a little shorter than usual. Sorry about that. If you feel robbed of our time together, please send an email to calamitycascade@gmail.com, and I will send you personally an apology haiku or limerick, depending on my mood. That's all. Thanks for being here with me. I know, but I have to go. I have to go do war. I've been drafted into the bug war. Okay, I'm off script now. We're going to the intro now. Goodbye. The death of a virtue is not simply the loss of a hero to the clusterists. It is a profound psychic phenomenon, reverberating through the tangled web of their psionic connections. It is, in some ways, like experiencing a part of that death yourself. A commitment to uphold your duty is twisted, rotten, lost forever as the idol of its investment is reduced to dust. In a nerve center in the Silk Basin, the clusterist leader Agimenta's hands grip the side of her desk. Her breaths come short and shallow as her vision swims. She lets the pain roll off her, the 4th of its kind since the loss of her father. She ignores the wailing of the personnel around her and returns to work. In a hidden temple, welcomed up, the head preacher of the clusterists falls to his knees in the middle of an intense psychic communion. The grief and loss blossoms out from him, and the 1,000 followers in front of him fall to their knees likewise, a forced mimicry of pure psionic feedback. Above the temple, the 60-foot-tall mass of the Virtue Faith shudders, phantom signals and commands echoing through its psychomechanical conduits as duty's last whispers flow through it. In the capital, hidden within the western city, Chaser Midway, pilot of attachment, collapses to the ground. She is overcome with an overwhelming sensation of burning annihilation as she experiences more than anyone else the pain of duty and its pilot's last agonizing moments. Above her, restrained by clamps and structural supports, the Virtue attachment thrashes wildly, pulling free from its dock. It falls, nearly crushing its pilot in the throes of its shared pain. Chaser stands shakily, placing a hand on the head of the Virtue, and lets her mind reach out, looking for others to grieve with. In a prison cell within the Peacekeeper base, Maze Mourner lets out a scream as she breaks 3 knuckles on her right hand against the concrete wall beside her. She looks to her half-finished plate of gourmet seafood, keels over, and expels it back onto the ground. In the Alkis River Valley, in a well-hidden research facility, retribution jolts from angry dreams into a vengeful reality. Even the shared grief of the planet's souls do not break through his purpose. Orders pour into his mind from the ether. He punches in coordinates via the mental interface, but stops as a familiar touch echoes through the psychokinetic web laid before him. Garrett Hart's comrade, the Dolphin, bumping carelessly into duty's final broadcast. Retribution smiles and adjusts the coordinates. Then, it severs the link to Cluster's command as it initiates the merge process between its vessel and its frame. A cruel arm reaches out across hundreds of miles, seeking only to make his one true enemy suffer. Hey, welcome back to Calamity Cascade. When we left off last time, the Moon Devils had just destroyed the Virtue Duty twice, once early in the mission and then again after it revived itself and other clusterists around the crater. The Dusk Lights, had destroyed both the AA emplacements and the garrison on the dam at the edge of the crater, allowing for a clean exfiltration. All that remained was the tertiary objective of destroying the dam. However, as you turned your attention to that matter, a claw appeared out of thin air, tearing Loyal's frame nearly in half, and then sending Gopher careening off the edge of the dam. We will start from there. Loyal, I guess, what do you do? Also, Loyal, you can resist those as you see fit.
I think I should. God, okay.
I'll die. I've never been happier to be number 3 right now.
Hell yeah.
How do I resist the damage if I only have 1 quirk left?
You can still resist it. You'll just go into breakdown in your frame, which I can also explain to you what it is.
I was going to say, you could also junk something else if you were planning.
Yes.
Like, you can jump something that you were planning to use, like, because we're in desperate straits here.
Yeah. Things I can junk are my grapple, my gun, my drills, or my psionic amplifier. I think the amplifier should get junked.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
That will take you down to level 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be damaged cockpit or breached cockpit.
Okay.
You pull out. Your psionic amplifier manages to, I guess, maybe it's made out of like a different material, like a special material, which makes the claw less rending, I guess. And there's a breach in your cockpit. You can still see out of it, but you have your control still, which is very important when you're in a big frame. And then you have the level 2 harm, which is melted skin. And you can resist that. Or use armor, now that I think about it. You could check off armor on your gear.
Hey, check out pilot armor.
Sure, I'll do that. Where do I check that?
Bulletproof dolphin vest.
Roll gauge.
And if you wanted to, you could use all of your pilot gear for another layer of armor and have heavy armor.
Sure, let's do that. Let's get armored up.
Sure. Yes. You had the forethought, knowing how fucked up life is and going against such a difficult target, even though that's not the one that harmed you, that you wore a very heavy exosuit, I guess I would call it.
Yeah.
Space Station 13. We all love that game.
What's that?
That it pulls away from you, like the outside of your exopod, but luckily you are unharmed. Gopher's now falling to his death. What would you all like to do?
Oh my god, okay.
Oh, I also meant to say, this is a separate thing after... Retribution looks different. It is more coherent, more stable, and yet there is something about it that is more indistinct, more transparent. It's kind of a paradox. Kind of looking through frosted glass more than it is looking through shimmering water. But the glass is still moving. Something has changed.
Can I make an action right now, or is it someone else's turn?
Absolutely. You're closest. Why not?
I want to shoot my grapple at Gopher.
You're going to turn your back on Retribution.
I am.
Bold move. Okay, sure. What do you want to roll for that? What do you think that is?
I feel like that's a maneuver.
I think maneuver is good.
Yeah.
And roll me a maneuver. You are
Bombard. I just said
you are in desperate position. As
Get his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah,
That's success! Oh god, Loyal needed that dub. Here we go.
You shoot your grapple hook into Gopher. I think even better, where do you want Gopher to be? Ideally.
I want Gopher to be as far away from Retribution as possible. Where's the safest place on this fucked up wall right now?
Honestly, it might be just hanging from the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm imagining like this is happening. I'm getting fucked up by Retribution, and I just like turn the arm to grab Gopher, and we're just hanging there. Like I'm still engaged with Retribution, but I am holding on to Gopher at the same time, and I'm just using all the weight of my mech to just keep him up.
Sure. I think Retribution turns away from you, Loyal, and just looks at Geist. Or like it feels like he's looking at you, Geist.
Oh, motherfucker. I'll give him something to look at.
Do you shoot the flare that says retribution is here? I should ask.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, if somebody else doesn't, I absolutely will, but I know it's bad, but I don't think Geist can resist taking one crack at him.
Of course.
Let's get that flare up.
Geist.
And then Geist is going to say over comms, Dusk Lights, it's time to fall back. And then he's going to fucking... So what I want to do, and I guess it doesn't really matter if it's if it's maneuver or if it's battle, because I have the same amount of dice in them, but I just want to do what I did before when I was very, very unwell and just shoot at him like a rocket. I want to spend my boosted reactor for improved effect.
Sure.
To just try and hit him as hard as I can. And fuck it, I'm going to push myself too. You hear that, motherfucker? I got one cork left to spend.
Damn.
Let's go.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. So that's 4 dice. I assume this is desperate?
This is desperate standard. Yes. Up from limited because you pushed yourself.
Okay. Would you say this is using my prototype motive systems?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that push it up to great? Because that's 2 improved...
are you using push to go
effect?
up an effect, not a die?
No, so I can use both if it involves my mobility suite because it's a prototype, and the other one is from the boosted reactor, which just increases effect when speed or agility is required. So it's 2 separate. It's kind of cheesy, or it's kind of like it's not clear if the mechanics are intended to interact that way. So if you don't think it's kosher, that's fine.
I think,
but I wanted to ask before I did it.
Let's use one and leave it at standard. Otherwise, it could always be great effect.
Well, only when I push myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'll just do the one. I won't. Yeah, I'm already pushing myself. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I don't need the boosted reactor. Let's go. Okay, desperate standard, 1 extra die. Critical success.
Yes, yeah.
You.
We're in.
Yes. Jesus.
So
Geist is fucking torqued up.
You're trying to plow into him? Correct?
Yeah, this is basically just like to put as much kinetic energy into Retribution's frame as possible. I know that physical damage is kind of a funny thing with these guys, especially since Geist hasn't really had too much success with his downtime research. But he's getting mad, and in his head he's telling himself that this is because he's trying to cover the retreat of his team, but really he's just fucking pissed off.
Okay. You plow into Retribution. It's last time you hit him, it was like hitting, like I think it said non-Newtonian fluid, like a weird sloppy cornstarch mixture. This time it's like hitting a plasticized glass almost. There's more. It's more satisfying to hit, and you kind of see it. It's not cracking because cracking kind of goes along crystal lattices. It's like, and it's not like water either. I think it's like a perfect spider web, like perfectly symmetrical cracks almost, going out from the center. And he goes reeling back. I think, so you're on the bottom area, and I think you push him and you past Loyal onto the middle of the dam, like right on top of it. And he is trying to regain his feet. I think you've taken him off guard, which is surprising for him. That you were able to land this blow. And so you do 3 ticks to his 8-step retribution.
Ooh.
If it bleeds.
I don't think it does bleed. I also still think we should leave. Guys did give him an order to fall back. We should fall back. And he's probably going to do the same.
All right.
Joseph.
I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So here's the thing. How are you leaving?
I assume were these above us or around us? Is that was our escape? I forget.
I guess the plan is, I mean, it's really up to you how you want to. He was definitely not within range of the turrets, so you have to call him in somehow.
I think, yeah, the plan was that, like, once the A guns are down, we call him in and we go over the crater edge, and I think that the Moon Devils are supposed to follow us.
Okay.
The Moon Devils are, the plan was let the Moon Devils exfil first, then exfil yourself.
Oh, okay.
Have they exfilled?
No.
No, they have not. They're starting.
So I guess we got to keep fighting.
Okay.
I mean, you could always abandon the mission. It's always an option.
That's true. Never mind. I misunderstood. Maybe you guys didn't give the fallback order.
We can still break up the dam.
That is true. We
And
technically haven't fulfilled our
didn't
objectives
they
yet.
say if retribution shows
We're supposed to
fuck
leave.
off? Yeah,
that
like
was
no matter what.
Sorry, that was sacrifice. There were no additional instruction. For what they said for retribution is put up a flare. We'll try to assist when we exfiltrate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Well, flares up.
Yeah, so they're leaving, right? So
Yeah,
shouldn't we
they're
leave as well?
They're leaving, but we're supposed to hold the dam until they get out first.
Okay.
So
I
if
think, like,
we leave, then we leave them at the
Risk
this is
of-
kind of funny, at the mercy of retribution. So yeah, we'll
Oh.
kind of be dicking them over.
But then we'd be the best squad on the planet.
We would! Ryan,
Guys-
my God, you're so smart.
Geist isn't willing to leave the mission to leave them to die, mostly because he wants to kill retribution really bad. So
Bombarding.
Uh-oh.
that's not good.
That's what happens when I rush and bombard. I shoot myself.
You gotta say something cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I did.
So that was a desperate situation, by the way.
Oh, should I
Um,
redo that?
Nope.
Don't forget
it's
that
fine.
XP.
I just gotta change. I just gotta change the consequence. So get an XP in the bombards category, whatever it was.
Acuity.
Acuity.
Oh, it is
I got two
acuity.
of those this time.
Guys, you
Excellent.
continue to push retribution back, and then you kind of feel it give, and he's gone. Who's your number 3, Geist?
My number 3 would be Joseph.
It's me.
Okay. A beam of energy like sizzles right past you, Geist, that would have hit retribution expertly. And then you see behind Joseph this thing forming, and it grabs the top of Joseph's frame and pulls up and rips it in half. That will be the level 3 damage, Joseph. I guess decapitated for your frame.
Oh,
Good day to
no.
be Hex.
You can resist that if you'd like, which I recommend, but
But if I resist that, ain't I dead anyways? Because it's 2 quirks, and then I'd be done.
you'd be
You
in
can-
breakdown,
You can junk a gear
and you can also junk a gear if you'd like.
at this point.
Yeah, I guess I'll junk my optical camo. I guess there's not a lot of use for it right now. So.
Sure. So you're gonna take the level 2 damage. No sensors, as like all the major sensors on your frame are disabled, and it makes it much harder to pilot.
Okay.
Hex.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was breaking the dam a formal objective?
No,
It's a tertiary. Yeah.
It's like if you can.
So
it,
like
but-
they'd still be happy if I did it.
Yes, you have succeeded the mission.
Yes.
As long as
we
the
just
Moon
have to
Devils
survive.
extract. Yeah.
Okay.
Objective survive.
Who can I help? I mean, Joseph got ripped in half.
Oh, not
Loyal-
anymore.
Not anymore resist. But like I can't exactly. Can I shoot the hand?
You can. It's the entire frame now. It's not just a hand.
I think like attacking retribution, because nobody specifically needs help at this moment. I think just attacking retribution is what you can do to help. But the thing is that puts you at risk of retribution from retribution. Which
And he hurts.
He does hurt. Hex is gonna complete the tertiary objective and blow up the dam.
Wow, heartless. Okay, go for it.
It was on the list.
It was on the list.
And you gotta check those boxes. You're complete.
Is
He's going for gunning for the promotion.
Is this limited?
Yeah, desperate, limited.
Let's go.
that's for limited is like the worst possible combination of words in this game.
Yeah, but Hex is
But it's a
good.
hex move.
See?
You do it.
Hey,
Yay.
that's a success.
Yeah, you hit it. Well, actually, no. You only did 1 tick because it's limited. There's 2 more
Aw.
ticks. You hit it again. It's getting unstable. It's a little bit of water's coming out of it now. Like more water than it's supposed to. Geist, you're on top of it. You kind of feel it starting to shake.
Ooh.
That's fine. I can fly.
You see the Moon Devils. They have seemed to have loaded into a craft and are heading in your general direction.
Yeah, help us out. God fucking damn it. What a bunch of dicks.
They just killed a different virtue. The least we can do is take care of
whatever.
this one.
Whatever. All right.
Hey, there
I'm
should
the
be
main
a-
character.
Oh, hi, not-
Help me.
The Moon
Geist are
Devils say
loyal.
us.
Geist are loyal.
I think Geist really wants Retribution to stop hitting his friends and to hit him instead. I'm going to have limited effect no matter what I do because my leg is torn. I don't have any quirks left to bombard with. To push myself with. I could bombard. I could transform and shoot him with my railgun. That's still going to be limited effect, but do I have any way to increase my effect? I guess I still have my boosted reactor. I have one more fucking insane melee rush in me, and then I have nothing left.
Okay, go get him.
Go get him.
Geist, he's kind of frantic at this point because he just wants a straight up fight. He wants Retribution to hit him instead of his team, and he knows that Retribution knows that, and that's specifically why he's not doing it. And so he fucking activates his boosted reactor. He turns on the NOS, and he's gonna try and do the same thing. He's gonna try and fly, basically close the distance and get him, pull Retribution off of his friend and back onto himself. He's got basically the same sort of death wish that Gopher has, but only when this guy's around. But I don't get an extra die this time, so let's see what happens. Maybe I'll get my ass kicked finally. I got my ass kicked. That's a failure. But this one is probably more narratively satisfying.
Sure. So you're going to Joseph's aid, trying to get Retribution off of him.
I'm going to try and just pull Retribution off of him. Fuck you. Attack me.
Sure. Well, you failed to do that, as you see here. Mm-hmm. Retribution just tosses Joseph to the side. Not like with any real harm, but kind of walks towards you, opens his arms wide, and then vanishes as soon as you get within striking distance.
No.
And you get a little sensor ping, like a little lock-on notification from behind you, of course, just in time to see Retribution appearing and kicking Loyal off the cliff after Gopher.
No!
This guy's good.
And then he looks back at you, Geist, again. Loyal! You are falling to your death with Gopher.
I'm going to use my anti-kick off a cliff gun.
Thank God.
You already junked that gun.
We got back.
Shit.
You knew you'd get kicked off the cliff, so you prepared a little platform.
I still have my drill, so I want to just activate the drill. Try to dig it into the side of this dam. And hopefully nothing bad is going to happen, but I have a feeling that it is.
Desperate, great, I guess. I mean, you're going to, if you succeed, you will succeed well. If you fail... Actually, I think this is risky. Honestly, you're falling more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Is falling not desperate? Come on, let me level up my expertise. Come on.
Sure, I'll put you in desperate.
You're gonna die.
Loyal's last words were, level up my expertise. But
Speaking of two,
Gopher and both got pancaked.
I think there's definitely a maneuver.
Yeah.
You're describing.
It certainly is.
Come on, please.
I'm crossing everything I got.
Yes!
Success! Yeah, you bury your drill in the side of the crater wall into the dam. It kind of cuts through it a little bit, but you do slow. Like that thing that pirates do with the sails.
Yeah, exactly.
And, Gopher is like hanging on for dear life. Just like doesn't want to die by falling. Who does? It's not glamorous. And you are about, I think, you could definitely get back up from here. Especially if you just like anchor Gopher to the wall and don't try to pull him up. But you need to pull him up because you have to exfil. Lol.
Yep.
Okay. Hex and Joseph. Speed round.
Can I maneuver and run away?
Where do you want to run to? Just away in general?
I want to run behind Hex or something. That's what I was going to do.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Absolutely, you can.
Pull aggro on me, motherfucker.
Sorry, I'm a little scared guy. I'm going. No. There's a banana peel.
Well, that was...
I got your back.
Well, that was desperate. So you get a tick in whatever maneuvers category is.
Is that acuity as well? Oh my God. No, it's not. Yes, no. Just say whatever. Well, let's keep going. You don't have a lot of time.
I guess
It's the banana peel.
No!
The comically large banana peel. The egg white left.
As you
that
try
to
to run behind Hex, Retribution appears in front of you and grabs your frame by its cockpit and crushes it in his hand. You're gonna take the your frame's gonna take the. He's pinching it, I imagine. So your frame's gonna take the level 2 damage crushed cockpit, and you're gonna take the level 2 damage crushed body.
And I do something a little crazy right now. I know I have nothing else to resist with, but I do have my shadow. Would I be able to use a feat of athletics to toaster myself out of my thing as he's touching it?
Absolutely.
What is that? What shadow?
It's
You may
basically
spend your spark to resist a consequence from detection or push yourself to, for a feat of athletics.
That's
what it
sick.
is.
absolutely yes. He caves in your cockpit, so you're gonna still take level 2 damage to it, but you are not gonna take any damage because that's just good. This is a good thing you've done.
Good.
And you are now outside of your frame in your retribution.
I'm more powerful outside my frame, if we're being honest. So
Time to assassinate Retribution with a regular type of knife.
A single blade in the right place. That's
come
all
on,
I need.
contrition, give me the power.
He's looking at the sky.
Joseph starts growing, and it's a kaiju battle.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah, just changing playbooks.
Hex.
Hex is gonna shoot the shot and
Gonna-
keep breaking the dam. I assume.
Shooting the dam.
Yeah, very easy.
Fuck
Very in
this
character.
dam.
I mean, like he could shoot, the big guy, but you
But
guys
he knows
got
what
it.
happens. He just saw what happened to Joseph.
You guys got it. All right, desperate, limited. My 2 favorite words.
I hate it. A critical success?
ow.
Are you fucking kidding me? I love it.
Doing very good.
That's it.
Only
The
that
dam
would be
just
used
blew
somewhere
up.
else. Yes, you did
Yeah,
actually
you
just.
could.
Hopes and Dreams starts playing.
Okay, you shoot a decisive blast at the dam, and the dam buckles, exploding outwards as the force of the river pushes through. A raging white surge of fluid charges across the crater floor, smashing into the city like a tsunami. Buildings crumble and are swept into the water. It rips through half the city before it even starts to slow down, funneling back into old remembered riverbanks. In the heat of combat, it is perhaps hard to comprehend the sheer amount of lives that must have been lost by completing this objective. But before you can dwell on it, the Moondevil's exfiltration craft, now fully loaded, makes a close pass above your location, close enough to get a transmission through to you. A familiar voice comes through your comms. This is Crow. Support danger close. Get clear of target.
Ooh! Oh yeah! Let's fucking bounce.
I want to see this.
So the only one who's really near-ish the target is Hex and Joseph.
Oh fuck!
What do we do?
We should
Run?
leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a
if you... Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Can I even get back in my
Is that
fucking
maneuver?
frame?
Yeah, it's a maneuver, and it's probably prowl for you, Joseph.
Thank
Is
God.
this risky? Is it
Unless you
standard?
want to try to get your frame back.
Nah, fuck that. That thing's done. Let's
What
be
if
honest.
Hex picks you up?
Hey, that'd be cool. You roll first. How about that?
You can do a
Alright,
joint. You can do a group action if you want. You get bonuses to
we?
that, I think.
I don't know how that works, but I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
So whoever has, who has? Does anybody have quirks left?
I
I have two, technically.
I probably do. Let me see.
Hex has to lead our exfiltration.
All right, let's burn a quirk.
You
You don't have
do
to
it yet.
use it yet. We have to wait to see if we all roll well. You don't have to spend it.
Okay, Hex, you roll maneuver, and Joseph, you roll prowl. I'll tell you what happens.
Okie dokie.
Do the rest of
Is
us
this
just leave?
standard?
Is
Or
there
like
a thing
far one away
that we have to
doesn't
put
matter?
on this? I'm asking this time.
Yeah,
Desperate standard.
Okay.
easy.
Yes.
It's a success. One failure, and then
Yes.
what are you doing, Loyal and
I think we're getting the fuck clear. I think we're just getting out. Geist is gonna go. If I can do so without like undue scariness, I might grab Gopher's little winch cable. But
Yeah, someone give me a hand. Help me up off this This wall. Get out of here.
Hey, we got
Oh,
our.
I forgot that you're falling too. Yeah. Maybe can I grab them? Like, is that, or are we still in enough of a combat scene that it's...
You want to aid them while he does a maneuver? Loyal.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't have any quirks. Do you have any? How many quirks do you have left, Loyal?
1.
Okay, I also have 1. So if we do a group action, there's a really good chance one of us is going to break down. But all that does is, I think, poison one of your quirks, right?
Yeah.
It becomes degraded. Can you not use a degraded quirk?
Ever again?
We'll think about it after.
Okay.
Yeah. You can also just aid instead of doing a group action if you want.
What does that do? Do I just roll a...
You just spend your stress, and then Loyal gets an extra die.
Oh, I can spend stress to do it.
Yeah,
That's right, yeah. Okay, so how much do I spend?
Let's do that.
I think just 1.
Just 1. Yeah, because we only have a level 1. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll help him out.
Cool. This is risky standard again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, desperate, but yes.
Woo! Big money, success.
You get up.
You do it.
And then, Geist, I need you to roll a roll.
Would that be maneuver for me as well?
I think so.
Cool.
Egg roll.
Okay.
A partial, I'll take it.
That's good. You guys actually rolled very well for what this is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All green and blue.
Yeah, as you all kind of get clear, Retribution just stands there, and raises a hand in the air, and this, like, his form gets indistinct again, and contorting. This wicked, jagged black spike appears in his hand, becoming more and more tangible with each second. And you see, as the Moon Devil's craft flies by you, Crow sitting on the back ramp of the aircraft, his weapon configured into this absurdly long rifle with energy surging through its tip. And his voice comes through, and it says, "Target acquired, firing for effect."
Hell yeah.
And then as it goes off, almost as if on cue, Retribution hurls one last blow at Loyal, full speed.
Loyal?
Yep. Even knowing the power of the virtues, the blow's magnitude is pretty staggering. It passes through the frame as if it were paper, and as it does, it breaks up into these smaller, sharp particles equally as penetrating. And Loyal, you are going... So you got 1 failure, right?
Yeah, I just got a partial.
Yeah, I'm just looking at everyone's. Okay.
Yeah, that was the only failure across the whole thing.
That's good. That is good. Loyal, you're going to take the level 4 damage annihilated.
No.
Level 4?
Yes.
You could do that?
Ooh, Loyal's gonna get a trauma.
By some stretch of luck, your exopod is going to be able to eject from this.
Cool. Let's see. What do I resist? Not be annihilated.
Well, this is damage to your frame. So it would probably be... I think that in this case, it would be acuity.
This was damage. I thought it was level 4 harm.
No, it was damage.
Okay.
Let's get acute.
I think that just means you check off quirks. You don't... Oh, wait, no.
Well, you don't do stress for acuity. You do quirks.
Yeah.
So you just check off the remainder of your quirks. I'm surprised it even lets you roll acuity. That's funny.
That's strange.
So you just check off your last quirk. Your frame is now in breakdown, and you take the level 3 damage. It's not wrecked, but something akin to that. Fucked up. And then a single transmission to you, Geist. Until next time, Garrett. And a overwhelming beam of energy engulfs him, and when it passes, he is gone, obliterated.
Surely he has a dad.
Surely.
Really?
Worthy can now come get you.
I hate you so much.
Geist is gonna boost down to Loyal and see if Loyal's alive in there. He's gonna pick up his exopod, or pick up his mech, his completely totaled mech. I'll be like, Loyal, say something.
E.
He's alive.
As soon as is there any indication that Loyal's alive?
Yes. I mean, Loyal is alive. Loyal's fine. Loyal managed to eject.
Oh, okay. As soon as he sees that guy's frame falls down to its knees and he starts cackling on his external speakers, and he's like, "You missed! You son of a bitch! You missed!" He's a little bit manic right now. He's got that combat adrenaline.
Okay, you get picked up by Worthy. He apologizes profusely and says, "The damn kid, he just jumped. He just fucking jumped."
We'll talk to him at home. Stern talking to.
Yeah, your frame, Joseph, is gone. It left with retribution, unfortunately.
So long, Mirage. Wait, no. What was it called? Momentum or something. I don't even know the fucking name. Moment.
you never liked it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Hey, until the next one.
Exactly.
And it's a long flight. Long flight home. And I think that's where we're going to end. But before we end, I'd like to get a shot of each character, what they're doing, what they're feeling.
Who wants to go first?
Geist? I don't know. Geist? That didn't go the way he wanted it to. He was hoping for another slugging match with Retribution, where he could, basically just mash his face and his fists against Retribution until he died again, or almost died. So he's upset, but he's really fucking torqued up, and I imagine now he's just kind of like frantically pacing, and maybe sometimes punching walls hard enough to do a little bit of damage to his robot limbs. And he's just kind of inconsolable. He's just got a lot of adrenaline with nowhere to direct it. And that's for the first maybe 20 minutes of the ride home. And then he probably just fucking goes back into his frame and closes the door and collapses.
Excellent. I think Gopher is a little jacked up, mentally. After seeing what he saw. It's just just diffusing bombs from the cockpit one at a time, very carefully.
You gotta clean up your mess.
He's just I didn't know. I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. He just keeps saying I'm sorry over and over again to no one in particular.
He actually did pretty good.
Yeah,
proud of the little guy. He technically killed Egg White the first time.
You should compliment him in between your rage.
Yeah.
No, I'll compliment him later.
He doesn't get that now.
No. Who wants to go next?
You all notice that Hex has taken up smoking, and he just hasn't left his cockpit. He's just chilling.
That's funny.
Joseph? Loyal?
Joseph, are there little slots in Worthy's ship where we put all the frames?
Yeah.
I think Joseph is staring at all the slots, and he is standing in his empty slot in his frame, and he is just it's almost like he's looking at the wall, and he's not even moving, he's just standing still. But keen viewers can see that his fist is shaking uncontrollably. It is clenched like crazy, and he wants to try to keep it down, try to stuff it inside him, but he is very angry right now.
And Loyal.
Yeah, is my frame just a heap of wreckage next to this empty slot where Joseph's frame was supposed to be?
It's not wrecked, but it the amount of damage, your cockpit was basically almost torn apart, and then it is full of these black splinters of this weird metal, the same metal that Retribution dropped that first time you fought him before he disappeared. It's very fucked up, as your damage says.
Yeah, as this camera is panning over Joseph, just shaking in his frame slot, it just goes on to this view of this wrecked Nautilus. And Loyal is there, but he has his spokes extended. He's not hovering because just that's not enough grounding. He wants to feel some type of a vibration of the ship as it is going back, just the water in his tank is just like subtly vibrating with this because he's just like trying to drown out everything else that he's feeling and thinking right now, and he's just staring at the remains of his frame and this like fucked up material that's on it.
Very good.
Not talking to anyone.